This is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. I need to do another video on top of this. I'll be streaming here in just a little bit. But wanted to take this opportunity to kind of go over my earnings that I've had with the 3 different smart contracts that I've been in. I'm kind of looking at them at this point as basically like the big 3. And so like you can see over here, like this has been my biggest earnings day right now. So we have proof of week hands. I've made, 0.11 ETH. Pooh today was like very volatile, and there's a couple of reasons for that. I'm going to get into that in a sec. Proof of Craig Grant has had a little bit of controversy behind it. So this has been one of the biggest volatility days that I've had since I've started this. So this is 36.91. The next biggest volatility day in terms of these contracts has been on the 1st, when I first started doing this. So almost $300 in dividend earnings today. I want to go through the volumes here a little bit. So the volumes have been coming down. Like we can see that like this has been the lowest day in terms of volume with these contracts. Pooh had a ton of volume today, and so there's some reasons behind that. Proof of Craig Grant had 40. So we saw like a day where it completely collapsed. Craig got back in and was starting to talk more about the platform, and so you saw volumes really kind of return. There's been a little bit of controversy behind it though as well, but you can see the volumes came up a little bit. Like our lowest day was May 2nd when only had 158. I'm basically zeroing these out because the volumes have been so minimal, and those are kind of more of just something I'm kind of documenting. But I'm in Vietnam, and so like when I'm waking up and I'm kind of looking at the numbers, that was the thing is like there was a lot of things I guess that happened in the smart contract space while I was asleep, and so I woke up and I was kind of looking. I was like, holy cow! I have like my dividend earnings on Pooh were just huge, and so I thought that was kind of interesting to see that that I had I've almost made like 0.2, you can see here, like almost 0.2 ETH in the Pooh contract. The volume's come way down. So like the balance that was in this contract was kind of hovering around the 300 spot. And so like I have to update these here a little bit. So now there's, show you guys what's going on. I need to do that video. I'm working on it after this. But yeah, we've got the volume here at 180, and the that's the daily active users. So here is the volume. Here's what I wanted to show you guys. So the balance in these contracts was at 8,000. It's coming down kind of progressively, and so it's lost quite a bit overall. And then what I'm kind of anticipating is that this is going to bottom out here a little bit, and we might start to see a little bit more adoption as this shakeout kind of continues. Right now, the contracts have come down quite a bit in all of them. These 2 that have been around for the first wave of the clones have kind of maintained their balance. Like there was 10 ETH that came out that one day, but other than that, these contracts have pretty much been holding where they've been at. And the daily active users, let's take a look at that real quick. So this is kind of what we're seeing. Like the 790 is the lowest number that we've seen in proof of week hands for quite a while. Proof of only hodling is still remaining pretty high, and then proof of Craig Grant at 139. These are the ones that have basically held in the top 20 positions for basically the last week that these have kind of been around. So I'm seeing these as the best ones to kind of get diversified in right now. And the objective when you're in these is to basically hold. Like that's kind of the whole premise behind these contracts, is rewarding people that are getting in these contracts for an extended period of time. And so that's why like I'm basically documenting this to kind of show you guys that if this continues, like this is kind of the dividend earnings that I'm getting based on my initial investment have kind of progressively gone up. So this is my most profitable day, almost $300 at 0.36 ETH. So okay. So just so you guys know, like I'm gonna be busy. Like as soon as I'm done with this video, I got to pack up all of this stuff. I'm moving today. I found a gorgeous place that I'm gonna be moving into. So it's $813 a month. And basically that's around like 27 bucks a day. And so like the idea is that I'm trying to show kind of, you know, if this is a sustained thing that you can basically sustain dividend earnings over, you know, over to kind of have some consistency, at least if there's volume in these contracts, you know, and you know, assuming that they don't crash. I mean, that's why like I'm seeing that the larger contracts, staying in those contracts is the most consistent that we've seen in terms of the dividend earnings. And I'm seeing a little bit of a spread out. So for like the last 4 days, the most profitable contract, even though I only had an ETH in there, has been Proof of Craig Grant. You know, that just kind of came down here recently. And so this is the first day that Pooh has given me the most in terms of dividend earnings. I mean, that's, you know, most of it right there, like 0.2 of the 0.36 that I got here. And also the most profitable day for Proof of Week hands out of the last 5 days. So those are kind of interesting to see that the volumes and dividend earnings are going to fluctuate a little bit. And by getting into kind of a few of these contracts at a certain point, like I'm trying to get in, you know, at a certain point on the token holder list and basically maintain that position. I've moved up a little bit in Pooh. And so now the way I understand it, there was like, there was some sort of hack with like the FART thing that they were trying to release, the FART contract. So like I was watching a little bit up, I might not be as up as to like what happened with this particular situation, but from what I gathered online, this was kind of the contract that they have here. But this was basically a contract that was developed by Kenny. It was supposed to be in contrast, like another token that they're doing on the proof of hodling. So they've got the Pooh and the FART. But I know when I went in here and I tried getting in, like the link is broken. And so like, and I saw that he was doing some sort of like apology video, which I didn't really understand, but the volume that we've seen in the contract's been huge. So like I made a lot today in ETH on that one. However, with the fluctuation of these contracts, my ETH investment has gone down. And so that's one thing I do want to kind of document and show you guys is that like I got in at 3.5 ETH, and so now I'm at 1.8. So almost a 50% decline in my original investment that I put into this. So like I'm getting sustained dividends out of that, but the way this works is basically by having more people involved in these contracts, creating volume and creating dividends for the people that are in. So that's about it. I'm gonna be breaking things down. I'm gonna be moving today, so I'm gonna be set up. Hopefully I get internet in my new place, and I got some people that are gonna help me move. I'm gonna miss this spot. This is, I'll show you guys. Nice area. That's gonna be the tallest building in Saigon coming here shortly. They got a huge complex that they're building over there. So, nice area. Yeah, I like this spot. Nice and simple. The place I'm moving into is going to be a 2-bedroom, so I was going to have a little bit more space. But got a few things I'm kind of looking into, and so if you guys have any things you kind of want me to look at, be sure to leave that in the comment section below. I got a few comments from some people I'm looking to look a little bit more into and dive into, but I don't know what my time's going to be like as I'm kind of moving here. But all right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.